Hello, my name is Hope Huckabee, and I will be presenting our PLC group project. Group members include Nikki Hood, Caitlin James, Sage John, and myself.
Hello, my name is Caitlin James, and I'm responsible for slide 2, 3, and one of the Kahoot assessment questions. Today I'll be talking about the purpose of a professional learning community. A professional learning community is a transformative approach for educators to collaborate on a continuous improvement and share responsibilities for student outcomes. Also, a PLC is to help educators come up with strategies to challenge and helping all students learn at high levels and to develop their capacity to function as a professional learning community to transfer their school and districts into PLCs. Three big ideas of a PLC. Number one, a focus of learning. The fundamental purpose of the school is to ensure that all students learn at high levels, grade level or higher. Idea number two, collaborative culture and collaborative responsibility. Educators must work collaboratively and take collective responsibility for the success of each student. Idea number three, a result orientation to assess their effectiveness in helping all students learn. Educators in the PLC focus on results, evidence of a student learning.
Hello, this is Nikki Hood, and I'm responsible for slide 4 and 5 and a question for the Kahoot game later in the presentation. So on slide 4, we're going to talk about what are the responsibilities each teacher has during the PLC. In a PLC, there are roles and responsibilities of the group. First, you have a facilitator, and that is the person who creates the agenda. They are in charge of the meeting, they keep members on task, and they keep them focused on agreed upon goals. Second is a recorder. That is the person that organizes important data and resources. They keep minutes of meetings and maintain a shared digital folder with PLC data and information in it. Third is the timekeeper. They keep the group focused on tasks on the agenda, adhering to scheduled topics and timelines. And last is the reporter. This is the person that reminds the PLC members of meeting minutes. They also remind PLC members of the norms and can represent the PLC at a larger school-wide PLC. There are a couple of important roles, I think, that we need to have in our PLCs that I didn't include on the slide, and that is an encourager, and they provide positive feedback to group members, and a visualizer, and that is someone who prepares charts, posters, and graphs. Who is included in a PLC? There are 5 listed on the slide. Administration, such as your building principal. Classroom teachers, these are going to be the teachers from the same grade level. Literacy and math interventionists and dyslexia specialists. These are teachers who conduct assessments and provide direct or indirect services in those areas to meet the individual needs of those students. And then lastly, I've listed special education teachers.
My name is Sage, and I was responsible for slides 6, 11, and 12. PLC meetings encourage brainstorming and idea sharing among educators to help improve learning and drive student achievement. Educators can then decide what is working in the classroom and what is not working. In PLCs, teachers share the reflection of data across different classes and grade levels. Through these weekly meetings, bonds are formed to help make a team of leaders throughout the school. This allows for strong relationships to be built. So having the right data at your fingertips, establish norms and promote spirit of collaboration, inquiry, and reflection within the PLCs, and consistent framework for PLCs to help promote growth and effectiveness. These meetings put a focus on creating strategies and resources to promote student success. It is important to have a consistent framework for PLC meetings to help promote growth and effectiveness.
Hello, my name is Hope Huckabee, and I will be discussing how to create a Kahoot. Once you have entered the website and created your account, you will see something similar to this. First, you go to Create, and you will click Kahoot. You can choose from a blank canvas or several different pre-made templates. For this Kahoot, we are going to start from scratch. Our first question is, what is a professional learning community? You can add multiple different options and also media. Now that I have added my options, I have selected the one answer that is correct. I'm going to now add media. I'm going to go with this picture that represents a professional learning community. From here, I can time each slide, allow points, and select if I want it to be a one answer or multiple answer question. Now I'm going to add my next slide. For this slide, I'm going to choose which type I would like. For this slide, I have selected multiple select for the answer options, but I would also like to add a few more options that are incorrect. I have chosen to add more answers. For our next question, we have, what are some norms in PLCs? For this question, I have chosen a poll question type with a single select answer option. The purpose of each of our questions is to build knowledge on PLCs or to review material previously discussed. The questions we chose to include in our Kahoot help to establish a basic understanding of a professional learning community. We covered what a PLC is, how often they occur, how one should prepare, and some general norms. The results for the Kahoot could be used as both formative and summative assessments. The host can see the results of each participant, the percentage of correct responses individually, and the overall performance of the group. There is also an option to see the performance of the group on each question. This will allow the host to see where participants are struggling and which areas they have mastered. I will give our Kahoot a title. You can add a description if you choose. You can choose which folder to save it to if you have multiple folders. You can choose your language, add it privately or publicly, choose to play different music, and post a YouTube link. Then you will go and save your Kahoot. Now we will begin discussing our Kahoot assessments.
What is a professional learning community? A group of educators who come together regularly to engage in collaborative learning to focus on improving teaching practices and enhancing student learning outcomes.
This is Nikki, and I'm back with my Kahoot question. My question is, what should you bring to a PLC? I have listed 4 things that I believe you should bring to a PLC. The first one is data, and this is because it's your main topic of focus for a PLC. Number 2 is curriculum. I believe it's important if you bring the curriculum that you and your grade level are teaching. Number 3, resources, and that can be anything that you can share with your team teachers. And number 4, your laptop. At our district, we are required to bring our laptop to all school meetings.
My name is Hope Huckabee, and I'm going to discuss what are some of the norms in a professional learning community. Norms of each professional learning community will be established within individual groups. What is a norm within my school's PLC meeting will not always be the norm in everyone's meeting. However, there are a few things that should always take place. First, one should always come prepared. Showing up for any meeting unprepared is not only wasting your time, it is wasting the time of your colleagues. Secondly, using your time wisely. Unfortunately, we do not get a lot of time each week to work collaboratively with our team. It is important that we use the time allotted to enhance student learning outcomes and to improve our own teaching practices. Lastly, all voices should be heard and considered. One person should not have all the talk time. PLCs require collaboration between all group members. Each person should be allowed to voice their opinion and share ideas. Everyone should respectfully listen and consider the ideas of each member of the group.
How often do PLCs meet? PLCs meet once a week. And when should members report to the PLC meeting? Members should report to the meeting within 5 minutes of the start time. On this slide, you can see our references that we use throughout the PowerPoint.